You think you've seen all the best sci-fi shows on Netflix, right? But here's the truth. Netflix is hiding some absolute sci-fi gems that most people have completely missed. These shows are bold, creative, and sometimes even better than Netflix's mainstream hits. So today, we're counting down 10 underrated sci-fi shows on Netflix that you probably haven't seen but absolutely should. And trust me, by the time we reach number 1, you'll be asking yourself, how the hell did I miss this? Kicking off our list at number 10 is a Spanish-language series that slipped under a lot of radars. Welcome to Eden. Imagine getting invited to the world's most exclusive island party, free drinks, stunning views, and a chance to escape your old life. Sounds perfect, right? Well, Welcome to Eden takes that dream and twists it into a nightmare. The show follows a group of young influencers who are flown to a private island for a mysterious festival, but once they arrive, they realize there's no way back. The island is run by a secret cult that believes they're building a better future for humanity. What makes Welcome to Eden so gripping is how it blends social media culture, psychological control, and sci-fi mystery. It's like The Hunger Games meets Lost with a dash of Black Mirror. Every episode ends with a cliffhanger that'll make you say, just one more, and the island visuals, stunning. If you're into conspiracy-driven stories that slowly peel back layer after layer, Welcome to Eden deserves a spot on your list. Next up at number 9, we have The Imperfects. This one's a mix of sci-fi, superhero origin, and genetic horror with a lot of heart and humor thrown in. It follows 3 young adults who were part of an experimental genetic program. One day, they discover the side effects. One girl releases pheromones that drive people insane, another becomes a banshee who can literally scream people to death, and the third has uncontrollable monstrous strength. Together, they go on a chaotic journey to find the scientist who did this to them and reverse their mutations. It's like X-Men, but with a sarcastic, grounded tone. The chemistry between the 3 leads is pure gold, sarcastic, funny, and surprisingly emotional. Unfortunately, Netflix canceled it after 1 season, but trust me, it's still worth watching. The first season feels complete, with solid arcs and stylish cinematography. If you loved The Umbrella Academy or The Boys, this one's an underrated treat. Coming in at number 8, we have Omniscient, a Brazilian sci-fi series that will make you question your privacy. In this world, every citizen is watched 24/7 by tiny surveillance drones. These drones record everything supposedly to prevent crime. But when a young woman's father is mysteriously murdered and the system ignores it, she begins to uncover that the omniscient AI might not be as perfect as everyone believes. This show is Black Mirror meets Person of Interest, sleek, chilling, and full of questions about tech control and personal freedom. It's fascinating to see how international sci-fi handles these ideas. There's a cold, realistic tone to it, no superheroes, no explosions, just quiet tension and futuristic dread. Omniscient doesn't need flashy effects. Its story is sharp, its pacing is tight, and its atmosphere will stick with you long after the credits roll. Now, with move from the future's tech dystopia to a post-apocalyptic Europe, welcome to Tribes of Europa.
The big threat is coming to Europa. We can stop it.
The year is 2074. Europe has collapsed after a mysterious global disaster. Now the continent is divided into warring tribes, each fighting to control a strange cube, a piece of lost technology that could change everything. 3 siblings from the peaceful Origines tribe find themselves caught in the chaos, and each one takes a different path through war, betrayal, and survival. This series gives Mad Max and The 100 vibes, with gritty visuals and detailed world building. The costumes and production design are surprisingly impressive, especially for a non-English Netflix series. If you're into post-apocalyptic politics, futuristic warfare, and emotional character arcs, Tribes of Europa is an absolute must-watch. Coming in at number 6, we have one of Netflix's most creative, time-bending shows, Bodies.
Tell me what's going on.
The body is from the past, present, and future.
This detective story transcends time. 4 different detectives working in 4 different eras, 1890, 1941, 2023, and 2053, all discover the exact same dead body in the same London alley. This isn't four separate mysteries. It's one sprawling, century-spanning paradox. Based on a brilliant graphic novel, the show masterfully weaves together its narratives, exploring causality, destiny, and the immense consequences of a powerful, sinister time travel conspiracy. If you love complex storytelling that rewards every bit of your attention, Bodies will blow your mind. It's the kind of show you'll want to rewatch immediately to catch all the clues you missed. Number 5 brings us something brand new, The Eternaut, an Argentinian sci-fi masterpiece based on a legendary graphic novel. It begins with a deadly snowstorm covering the Earth, killing anyone it touches. Survivors are forced to band together, wearing makeshift suits, trying to navigate a frozen apocalypse. But here's the twist. This isn't a natural disaster. It's the first wave of a full-blown alien invasion. What makes the Eternaut stand out is its human focus. It's not about superheroes or scientists saving the day. It's about ordinary people trying to survive the unimaginable. The show's atmosphere is haunting. The white snow against the silent streets feels both beautiful and terrifying. It's a slow-burn apocalyptic thriller that explores fear, humanity, and resistance. And yes, the visuals? Absolutely stunning. It's Netflix's biggest Latin American sci-fi project to date, and it truly deserves more attention. Coming in at number 4, we have Maniac.
Something's wrong. What did you do?
Come on, wake up! Every time I separate them, they just find their way back together.
What if fixing your mind meant completely losing control of it? That's the twisted idea behind this brilliant yet criminally underrated Netflix sci-fi series. Set in a retro-futuristic world, Maniac follows two strangers who join a mysterious pharmaceutical trial that promises to fix their mental problems forever. But when the experiment goes wrong, they find themselves trapped in surreal dream worlds that reflect their trauma, regrets, and hidden desires. Each episode throws you into a different genre: fantasy, noir, romance, spy thriller, all inside the characters' minds. It's a wild, emotional trip that explores human loneliness, mental health, and the search for connection. The cinematography is jaw-dropping, the performances are raw, and the writing is pure art. If you enjoy Inception or Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind, Maniac will hit you right in the soul. Number 3 is one of Netflix's best hidden treasures, Travelers.
The director will overwrite you the moment that you are no longer viable.
It's a time travel show, but not your typical one. In the far future, humanity is dying, so scientists send the consciousness of trained agents back into the 21st century, taking over the bodies of people who are about to die to secretly alter history and save humanity. It's smart, emotional, and surprisingly grounded. Each traveler has to live the life of the person they replaced, pretending to be a husband, wife, cop, or junkie while secretly carrying out missions. The balance between sci-fi tension and human drama is perfect. You'll actually care about these characters and their impossible choices. Travelers starts small, but slowly grows into a massive, interconnected story with real stakes and one of the most satisfying finales in sci-fi TV. If you loved 12 Monkeys or Continuum, this one's going to be your new obsession. At number 2, a show that's still a cult phenomenon, The OA.
I didn't disappear. I was present for all of it.
It begins with a blind woman who vanished for 7 years, and when she returns, she can suddenly see again. She calls herself the OA and shares with a small group of strangers the story of her extraordinary journey, one that takes her through death, across alternate dimensions, and into a search for others like her. This show is spiritual sci-fi at its finest, mysterious, haunting, and deeply emotional. It doesn't just play with science fiction, it blends it with philosophy, religion, and human connection. Every episode feels like an experience, slow, poetic, and full of meaning. And that ending? People still debate it to this day. The OA is not for everyone. It's complex, layered, and often surreal. But if you want a show that feels like nothing else on Netflix, this is it. And finally, taking our number 1 spot, a show that embodies everything I love about underrated sci-fi and the unique vision Netflix can deliver, Sense8.
You can access each other's knowledge, language, skills.
Created by the Wachowskis, the same minds behind The Matrix, Sense8 is about 8 strangers from around the world who suddenly become mentally and emotionally connected. They can feel each other's pain, share each other's skills, and even communicate across continents in real time. But this connection makes them targets of a powerful organization that wants to hunt them down. It's a beautiful mix of action, emotion, and philosophy, exploring identity, empathy, and what it truly means to be human. Each episode was filmed on real locations across the globe, from Seoul and Berlin to Nairobi, giving it a truly cinematic feel. The characters are diverse, complex, and written with love. Sense8 was way ahead of its time, and though it ended too soon, it remains one of the boldest, most heartfelt sci-fi shows ever made. So, that wraps up our list of the top 10 underrated sci-fi shows Netflix has been quietly hiding from the world. Which one surprised you the most, and which one's going straight onto your watch list tonight? Drop your answers down in the comments, I check them all myself. And hey, if you discovered even one new show today, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications, because we've got plenty more hidden Netflix gems coming your way. Trust me, this list was just the beginning.